Hello, big fella.
Who exactly are you?
Well, that's the question.
I demand to know who you are! I don't know!
See, that's the thing. I'm a doctor, but beyond that, I just don't know. I literally do not know who I am. It's all untested. Am I funny? Am I sarcastic? Sexy? Right old misery? Life and soul? Right-handed? Left-handed?
Yes, we know.
We know everything. Thanks.
And you know nothing?
We've got all that power, but there is a way to get rid of it. Something a male-presenting Time Lord will never understand.
Put a chick in it, make her gay!
All right, so we have the 60th anniversary episode here. And we will jump into it. I'm looking forward to watching this. I've heard mixed reviews here.
Yep.
Once upon a time, Lord, I had a best friend, and her name was Donna Noble, a Time Lord and a human.
Then settles.
ATC,
What
do you
I'm
feel
saying is,
represented?
That ship didn't crash. It
Okay,
parked.
pause it. Are
That
we
sounds
having this
right.
conversation now?
Not yet.
No, seriously. I'm asking. Are we going to do this now or are we going to do this afterwards?
Okay, yeah,
mean,
let's just pause it and get.
We can do it now. I mean, I think it's a perfect opportunity to really tackle it. So yeah.
Because the villain is on the screen.
Yeah. Oh man, this is true. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Man. Yeah.
The closest thing the TC could come up with today was who was it? The guy from Daredevil. That was the closest you could come up with, and I was like, I don't even think he was in a wheelchair. But
Stick.
yeah, Stick.
No, he
that
was
was
just
it.
blind.
Yeah, that's the closest we could come up
He
with
was
so
the
far.
closest. That was the closest we could come up to a villainous person with a disability in modern media.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I would have to
yeah.
agree.
They're
I would
so
have to
worried
agree.
about making us superheroes. It's like, you do realize you can just be normal people, right?
Yeah, right. Like
Oh my gosh.
I was like we were literally talking about this at during lunch today, and I'm like, and it's like, where are your sources, RTD? Because I would really love to know that.
Yeah, I would love to know that too. Like what?
Like,
What?
where are you getting this from?
Yeah, where are they pulling this? Like, I've never heard of this at
Yeah.
all. Like, we don't want to associate disabilities
I-
with being
I've-
evil.
I've genuinely never heard that stereotype. He's acting like there's this wide proliferation of people with disabilities being evil, and I'm like I don't see it.
Yeah, he's
I
like
mean-
acting like there's like a ton of people in wheelchairs marching the streets and saying we're not evil.
We're definitely not marching.
Okay, at least you made that joke and not me. Okay.
Oh, I got more. There's more. Oh man, but yeah, like you
But
definitely.
seriously, in all seriousness,
Yeah, go for it.
when I heard that quote, I took time and I thought about it. Can't think of many. I can't say that there are none, but if anything, it skews drastically the other way.
Yeah, drastically.
Mostly, if you're gonna, the closest thing to disabled you can get with that are evil are old. Like,
Yeah.
that's the closest you can come up with because they're just old and their bodies broke down, so they want to preserve their life.
Right.
That's it.
i.e.
Yeah.
Davros.
It's not a thing.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
even get where that came
the
from.
man's the man's on
except
life
for in
support. He's not,
Davies' twisted head.
Yeah.
Like there's an actual reason why.
So I genuinely don't know what that is.
Yeah, I know. I feel like the ADA, it's been around well over 30 years now, so we can have inclusivity, right? Isn't like that's the goal, and to completely be like, oh, individuals with disabilities, they can't be evil, like they just can't be evil. It's like what are you doing? Like for them to be included, for there to be inclusion, everyone must be treated equally. But you see this, what this is what mainstream media does, right? I mean, even what's his nuts, Peter Dinklage, he was like, standing on his high horse, right? Because saying that little people should be portrayed in Snow White, and I'm just like, and then what's funny is the little people were like, no, like we don't care, like this is like these are jobs for us, like. And this is like rich coming from you because you've already got your bag. So, like, what about the rest of us? But this is
absolutely
the ideology that's going on now. But I couldn't believe RTD said that. I was like, wow, okay. And it's Davros at that. Like
that's proof he at least suffers from the bigot. He at least suffers from the bigotry of low expectations.
Yeah.
I think that's what Gary calls it.
Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah, it's like
I think
wow.
a lot of the people in entertainment today suffer from that. The bigotry of low expectations. We can't make them evil because we don't want to start a stereotype. So we have to make them superheroes. It's like, no, they're just as likely to be evil as you are. Like,
well, yeah, it's like, oh, we got to make individual disabilities. We got to make them, superheroes and positive. And then Black people, we can't make them look angry or upset or, aggressive in any way. It's like, and then toxic white males can't have them. Got to make them incompetent and with no urgency, being led around by sticking the chick in it and making it gay and lame. Like, this is just what we're getting now. And it's like the people they're appealing to, they're not even watching this shit. Like they're
appealing to lowest common denominator people.
Yeah, it's like, and you wonder why your networks are like bleeding, viewerships and subscribers and ultimately money, shoveling that money right into the furnace. Like you're not getting anywhere.
This is right up there with the people who are treating it like a good thing that the Robin Hood show has her be such a hoe that she needs a cookie jar full of condoms.
Yeah, like this is the message that you want to send. Like, what about positive role models? Like, what are those? Our father figures, positive father. We don't have any positive father figures at all in that show. Like,
we don't have any positive father figures in media now. It feels like, it feels like. When I first said dads, am I right? I was being ironic, but it feels like that's like literally they take that as a challenge.
It literally feels like every show that I watch, we watch, there's some character with a father who's a piece of shit or gets, or is absent, or just, treats them like crap. Like it just never fails. It never fails. It's like,
yep. And it's almost never the mother.
Yeah. Almost never.
I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but it's certainly less likely.
No, yeah, it's never about the women. Never about the women. But yeah, I was just surprised by RTD. I was, especially when I saw those tweets that he did. People were like, like actually explaining, like, hey, this is Davros. Like, no one's associating this with Davros. Like, he's an iconic character, and his response is tough. Pretty much get over it, poor baby. Like, I couldn't believe that.
I was trying to find that on his Twitter so I could like actually respond as somebody in a wheelchair and tell him he was being a moron. because for some reason for some reason, the only time they'll listen to somebody is if they're the exact demographic that they're supposedly representing, and even then, they don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say they
The-
probably still wouldn't listen. They would just call you small-minded, you know.
Or what do they? I've internalized ableism or whatever.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Chaos? How do you feel about this whole thing?
Oh, they've drinking way too much of the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. It's like, you know, and then the tweet after him, which is why I sent you guys the thing of like Edward Elric, like,
Oh yeah.
you know, like, okay, so what are we gonna do? We gotta like change the Cybermen, which how are you gonna do that? Because you're gonna like wipe out the entire race if you do that.
Yeah, really.
Like, so you're gonna commit mass genocide on one of the Doctor's main villains because, you know, because the BBC and Disney think it's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, if they wanted to partner with a group to get away from the message and just go with entertainment, current year Disney is not the company I would pick.
No.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, this is. I mean, I would say it's unbelievable, but it's not.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was Gary or somebody else that I watched on YouTube. They're like, "Yeah, I'm rooting for the for the Daleks now."
Yeah, right. Yeah, seriously.
I kind of want to be a Dalek for Halloween.
Oh yeah.
You should, and then we should take a picture of it. We can just tweet it at RTD. There we go.
I could be a Dalek for Halloween. I think that actually would be clever, and I think it could be doable.
Look at me, I'm evil. I'm in the chair, and I'm evil.
Yeah. Yeah. A Dalek,
or I could just be classic Davros.
You could be. You could be.
You go as Davros. I'll go as like a Cyberman, and Barbara could go as like a Weeping Angel because you know he's gonna mess them up somehow. I'm not sure how yet.
You know it's coming. It's definitely coming. Yeah.
And then war is gonna come after he messes up the Angels.
Yeah.
For the viewers at home, I finally got into Doctor Who. I'm in the middle of Tennant's Run, so I haven't seen the Angels yet, but I know enough to know that they're a big deal. So I'm excited to see them with in the original New Who run. That'll be fun, rather than whatever the hell they do with this.
Yeah, original New Who is, very fun. And then you get to the 13th Doctor, and it's like, ugh. So, but all right, unless you guys have more, we can press onward.
For the moment, I'm good.
All right.
Oh, one more thing. I get that they're trying to be like empowerment by making her have a like manual wheelchair, but you'd think they'd like have like a racing wheelchair or something. At least with better treads, because getting those over the humps indoors is a pain in the ass. Why wouldn't you get a better you have doctor technology, you have alien technology. You can't give her a freaking wheelchair that has a motor that like they have assisted pedaling. They can't have assisted driving for a wheelchair.
My question is, how the fuck did she get down these stairs? There's a
ramp.
She works for a unit. Don't tell me that they can't get her better equipment, like what TC said.
I know, especially if they're pushing this positive movement. Like, give her the fucking works. Like, give her the best fucking chair.
I mean, you and me, Barber, have seen all of Who. So you and me have seen the Black Archive.
Yes.
You're gonna sit there and tell me that there's nothing in there that can't either improve or just make that wheelchair obsolete.
Right.
Like,
right. Give that bitch a Professor X chair. Like, what are you doing here? I better see a ramp or some or like an elevator in here.
Also, you mean to tell me you also mean to tell me that after seeing I've seen Captain Jack, he has like that one episode where he releases the nanites and they accidentally like imprint on a little child in a gas mask right during the blitz. You mean to tell me that those things couldn't fix her legs now that they know what they're doing?
I mean, that's true.
I wouldn't go so far to say that they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
let's
yeah.
be honest here.
They know what a human should be.
Okay.
They know
I'll
what a
give you
human's
that one.
supposed to be.
I'll give you that one. But
I mean, hey, Felicity Smoke, she fixed her legs, you know.
everybody rolls a natural 20.
What is this?
This is what I was talking about.
What the fuck is this? It might as well have a flashy thing on it.
You
He
know that's
basic-
coming.
He basically hung out with Tony Stark.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. I almost walked away at this part. Not gonna lie.
I fucking can't stand this.
Okay, pause. You mean to tell me his sonic screwdriver has been able to do that this whole freaking time? And it's never occurred to him to do it until just now.
Well, I
You know
don't
how
think he
much
could
help
do
that
it.
would have gotten against the Daleks?
I don't think it could
against
do
the
it this entire
Cybermen?
time. I think this is something very new.
Yeah, unless this is something that got picked up during Whitaker's run.
Right.
He could not do this at all up until he regenerated it into Whitaker.
Yeah.
So unless this is something that Chibnall gave him, no.
And I think I've watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes of the Whitaker run, maybe 3. I don't remember this taking place. So
I
they were
watched
earlier
a
episodes?
total. Yeah, I watched a total of 3 of hers. It was the first 2 for her to get her TARDIS back, and then I somehow came across the regeneration one in
Okay.
a Tenant. That's it. Those are the only
didn't-
3 that I watched.
You didn't watch the Rosa Parks one?
No, I missed that one, and I wasn't able to fit the Timeless Child into my busy,
Right.
schedule, unfortunately. But it's on my list along with like One More Day from The Amazing Spider-Man and Miracle Day from Torchwood. So
Gotcha.
it's on my list of things
It's
to
on the
get
list?
to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just like throwing myself off of the Grand Canyon with no parachute.
You've got weapons in your wheelchair.
We all have. Come on. Come on. Right,
You have
lot, the
weapons
family,
in your
you can get
wheelchair,
out
but you
that
can't have
door.
a motor.
And you need to get to engine control.
Binary only has 2 options, not 3.
Awesome. Donna's a Winter Soldier now.
No, we know everything. Thanks.
And you know nothing. It's a shame you're not a woman anymore. She'd have understood.
We've got all that power,
Wow.
but there is a way to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Something a
It's-
male presenting Time Lord
Okay,
will never understand.
Pause it for a sec.
Like, really? Like, they.
Is Donna
Wow.
really that much of a bitch? This is your favorite companion, Chaos?
No one
She-
would have
she
talked
did-
to the doctor like that.
She didn't used to be.
No, she didn't used to be at all.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
She
like we
used to
were
be
talking
charming.
about. Like,
Yeah. She used to be endearing and charming, and she was loud, and it was all a part of her charm. But yeah, no one would have talked to the doctor like that.
yeah.
I thought she
Wow.
liked him. Like,
I know.
she's just
Nope.
condescending as hell.
Too bad you're not a woman. The other one would have understand. Like, what?
The other one didn't even
Um,
know which way was up half the time. So
Exactly.
Also, also they do realize they have all that accumulated experience, so they have the same perspective, just more added on, or at least that's my understanding, right?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. Whatever.
I mean, the 13th. I mean, she did start the civil rights movement, so
True.
know, so who am I to argue?
All right, pause it, Barbara, for a second. See, here's the thing: is that Davis is going on about the whole like wheelchair thing, and yet he makes the TARDIS completely ADA compliant.
Completely.
Like
You'd think
I
the
don't think
doctor would have
fair and
technology
right.
so he wouldn't need ramps.
Oh my god.
Go on, like it's like
Anywhere in time and space.
How is there not like some type of self-containing, like what is that? Fuck, I'm like the words not coming to mind. They
Flux
put out
capacitor?
fires. No, the thing that
like
shit.
an
Fire
install
suppression
thing?
system?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what? Like where is that?
Yeah, right.
Like I feel like
Super technology.
with this
Like,
brilliant,
like especially when Donna walks in, like you'd be like, I mean, you're telling me that the TARDIS like doesn't remember her?
exactly.
Like, yeah, we need one of these things. Like,
we should safeguard this council
Yeah.
now. Like,
yeah,
oh my gosh. Okay. Well,
You think that you think that alien technology would be able to handle a cup of coffee getting spilled on it?
you would think that that would have been activated immediately and the fire put out and suppressed. But
You'd have
no.
you'd have thought it would be resilient enough where it wouldn't have started a fire.
Oh yeah, yeah. But you know what?
Not over a cup of coffee.
At least the TARDIS is ADA compliant, and that's all that matters.
that's the important part.
That's the important.
It just
part.
doesn't follow the fire code.
It just doesn't.
That's the hill that Davis wants to die on. So,
Hey, one activism thing at a time. All right, we had to
Yep.
tackle ramps. All right,
yep,
so they can roll away from the fire. Okay,
there you go.
there you go. There you go.
I feel like alien technology would have a more efficient and sophisticated method than ramps.
You think so?
You would think so, yes.
Hell,
You would
even the
think so.
even the Dalek trash cans have elevate functions. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, if the Jetsons could do it, why can't the Time Lords?
I know.
Like,
Yeah, really.
they're moving sidewalks, for crying out loud.
Gosh, like it'd be cool if there were steps that could turn into ramps based on the need. You know, like that'd be cool. And the TARDIS just constantly adjusting to whomever enters it.
Yeah.
or the TARDIS just moves the platforms as you're going, so that you always end up where you want to be.
Yeah,
Basically,
that would
be
be
the reverse of a Hogwarts staircase. Like,
that would be cool too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now that they have Disney, buddy, they should be able to make that happen.
I don't know if Disney has Disney money anymore. So
That's true.
oh man. But yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, so takeaways from this episode, TC.
I hope that that's not indicative of how Donna usually acts. She seemed better than that in Runaway Bride. She seemed to
It's
actually
not.
be like
It's
relatively
definitely not.
down to earth.
No, it's
It's
not.
not.
It's not. That scene, her like character was just written so they can, talk down to a man, essentially.
Like, I get that she's supposed to be sassy, but being bitchy for the sake of being bitchy that's not the same thing.
No, it's not.
No, the whole episode was like character assassination.
Yeah, it was. It
So-
really was. Like from beginning to end, I'm like, holy shit! Like, are you not just like ever not gonna shit on the doctor? Like,
Yeah.
Oh my
And the
god.
doctor just sat and took it.
Yeah. He
He doesn't
just
just sit and take it. I've
he
seen
doesn't.
enough of it now to know that he would clap back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
So
would definitely clap back. Yeah, definitely not the same as definitely not the 12th hour doctor for sure. Like I don't know what his like you said, character assassination. Like that's what this was. This episode. A lot of continuity issues going on. Yeah.
So is the unit basically the new version of Torchwood?
I
Kind of.
mean, I'm
kind of. Yeah,
I mean, I'm
Like in
assuming.
universe, they fulfill the same function basically.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But seriously, you can have a rocket launcher, you can have dart launchers, but you can't have a motor.
There's a reason why she's number 56.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't get the motor until like at least 30. So maybe she'll get a big enough promotion. So I don't know.
Yeah, she'll get an upgrade and then
Yeah.
she'll get it motorized.
So clearly, when the Meep is talking about the boss, he's talking about the master, or it's talking about the master.
I'm assuming.
No,
either
my
that
guess
or
is the toy maker because he's
Toy
in
maker,
the
yeah.
third one. Yeah,
the toy maker.
yeah, that's my guess.
Does the toy maker have 2 hearts?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know anything about him. So
They
Yeah, I don't know
definitely
anything.
drew attention to the 2 hearts thing.
Yeah.
I feel like on a galactic scale, on a universal scale, 2 hearts is not wouldn't be that big of a shock in the
Yep.
entirety of creation for beings to develop 2 hearts or the equivalent thereof.
right.
I don't know. It just seems weird that they're like, oh, 2 hearts are rare. I'm like, why? Or at the very least, why are they any rarer on a universal scale than anything else?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just seems weird.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's gonna be a payoff for that in the
Right.
second in the part 2 of this. I think from what I've read,
When
the
is
mas-
that supposed to come out anyway?
I have no idea.
I think it's next week.
Is it next week?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, from what I've read, I believe the Master does make an appearance. I think. Not quite sure.
Right.
Not quite sure.
I'm gonna go back to 10th Doctor now. And I'll be happier with it.
Yeah, go back and enjoy some classic Who there.
Yeah,
Like,
you need a palate cleanse for sure.
Yeah, really. Because oh my god, I can't get over the sonic screwdriver now. Like
It can just randomly create hard light holograms or
yes,
hard sonic
shields.
holograms now.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
either when and if he either gets the flashy thing from MIB or he just flat out pulls out a lightsaber, I'm out. I'm sorry.
funny
Honestly,
thing
it
is-
wouldn't surprise me if this could.
I know.
Go
I
ahead.
can see that happening. It turns into straight lightsaber, and it's like, fuck this. Like, done.
I mean,
Done.
he
Or-
did.
Yeah, I can
fight
see
off-
him pulling that out like during a fight with the Daleks, and I'll be like,
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
that's cool, but at the same time, that's it. I'm out. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, you just have Tennant show up in the next Star Wars movie if that ever gets released and be like, oh, we're
Well, Filoni's in charge now, so
Yeah.
you know, make his sonic screwdriver a lightsaber. That'll get him in.
I'm like, as cool as my mind thinks that some things should be crossed, there are certain things that should just never happen.
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
I never
and-
said it was a good idea.
Yeah. Like just because I think that would look that would look good on like the TV doesn't necessarily mean it needs to happen. Like,
Correct. Correct. I mean, the doctor's
guarantee you,
been
though-
around long enough not to need one, so
yeah,
I guarantee you the doctor could make a neuralizer. He could turn his sonic screwdriver into a neuralizer. I
Oh, I'm sure
guarantee
he
you
could.
he could.
yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I have no doubt he could do that. I have no doubt he could make his own lightsaber if he wanted to.
Yeah, really.
But but the question is, should he? The answer is a flat no.
No.
Oh, again, I never said it was a good idea.
Yeah, exactly.
I just said it could happen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, could you imagine? Could you imagine? He goes and sees like they have a crossover with Men in Black and just have him show up and have Agent A and B.
She'll be like,
And
Doctor,
he's
did you
the man
flashy
with the
thing
gun.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rose, I did. I flashy thanked you.
Yeah, right. God.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, definitely
Oh,
need a
man.
palate cleanse for sure.
And now my head is starting to hurt.
Yep.
I,
Yep.
the best part of this was Tennant's acting because it's still good, and the intro, the actual like
Yeah.
open the Doctor Who title card, that was
Yep.
cool-ish.
Yeah.
Everything else, I'll be honest, this did not give me the best impression of Donna. I'm glad I've already seen Runaway Bride, because if I didn't, I would despise this woman.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you didn't, this is the Donna
Yeah.
that you would, this is your first impression of her. So it's good that you did watch, Runaway Bride. So
Yeah.
Because, I mean, in that one, her biggest thing was, okay, don't genocide the spider people.
Yep.
yeah.
Like, I get you're angry, I get you lost your friend, but don't kill off an entire race again.
Yep. Exactly.
And for the love of God, get somebody there to keep you sane. Rational advice and
Yeah.
out of genuine concern rather than condescending.
Yeah, I feel the same way you do about this episode. So, I mean, Tennant, his acting, him playing the doctor, it's always good, but they really just didn't give him much to work with. Yeah, he still tried his best, so I will give him that. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yep.
The only takeaway I got. So,
Yeah. Same here.
all right.
I do have to say, I've never seen anything that Tennant's been in, because I've seen him in a few things now. I've never seen him in anything where he is the problem.
No.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He's a good actor.
And I think he cares, based on everything I've heard about him in like press junkets and stuff and
Well, yeah, he
conventions
cares.
and whatever.
He loves the role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty evident in how he portrays the doctor, But yeah. All right. Well, if that is it, then I will wrap us up.
sounds good.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, we thank you guys for tuning in. We do ask that you smash that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know what you guys think about this anniversary special. Hit that bell for notifications, share this video out there, and you guys take care.
Bye, everyone.
Have a good one.